Okay. Hello, welcome to the vlog and one of these tales from the Catio where I introduce one of our cats up for adoption. This one is March. March is another favourite. She's super cuddly, super friendly. Found in the month of March, probably 2 or 3 years ago. She's been vaccinated and sterilised. Found her in Pondak, India. Walking the dogs really early in the morning, about 4 or 5 o'clock. Little kitten comes running out from under a car. Looks very lost, really tiny, but able to move around on its own. I picked her up and took her home. I was obviously finishing the walk with the dogs, so the house was actually just around the corner, so it was easy to control the dogs and bring home little March. March has been great, in fact probably one of my favourites. What happens also in Jakarta is if the kittens aren't taken away immediately from their mother, sometimes they're left until they're a little older, and then when the person who's moving them thinks they're big enough to survive on their own, they take them and they spread all the kittens out around a certain area. And so March, I don't think, was in a position to look after herself. Still very tiny, but obviously there was, I did the walk with the dogs, that area, a lot. Never seen her in the area before, so I suspect she was picked up and abandoned, hoping, the person who did it, hoping for her to fend on her own. But anyway, so I collected March up, bringing her home with the hope that we can find her a forever home. Like I say, she's been sterilised, she's been vaccinated, she's a super cuddly cat. One of my favourites, as you can see. I would recommend her to anyone who's seriously thinking about adopting a cat. She's beautiful, aren't you, Marchie? And actually quite rare to see her out here. March is another homebody who usually spends most of her time inside in the cat room, so it's actually nice to see her out on the Catio, isn't it, March? And it's really nice to connect with you. You are beautiful. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Okay, I'm trying to get Ginger in here. I've still got March with me. So this is Ginger. I would have already introduced her just moments ago, but I'm going to do it again now you can see her properly. She is a female ginger cat, incredibly rare. She was one of the first cats that we found abandoned on the street. There was her and her 2 siblings. They're in a cardboard box with a little bit of dry food thrown in. Once again, kittens too young to eat the dry food. But what had happened to these guys is the box had fallen over and was heading down, had fallen down into a drain. Ginger and her sibling November were fine, but Buttons, who we still have here, November's been adopted, but Buttons, who we still have here, had fallen down the drain and was on the verge of drowning. Once again, I was dog walking and saw them not far from home, picked up all three and carried them home, and they were our first 3 cats, kittens should I say, that we saved with purely the idea of we were going to put them up for adoption as soon as we'd made sure they were fit and they were well and they were healthy. Like I say, November has been adopted. She was Calico. Buttons is a little chubby grey cat, and Ginger, like I say, is a female ginger cat. Very rare if you look up on Wikipedia or wherever it may be. Most ginger cats, there's something like a 99% chance that if a cat is ginger, it's going to be male. So that makes our Ginger right here very, very rare indeed. Wow, that's right. And when she was very little, she had she was born with a hernia. So basically, where the umbilical cord comes out doesn't heal up properly, and it leaves a hole in their stomach lining. So basically what happens is she had a little bump on her tummy, which is basically was her intestines popping out. Didn't look horrible, it just looked like a little bump of skin that when she was feeding would get large, when she wasn't feeding would get small. But it was something we had repaired when we got her sterilised. So when we got Ginger sterilised, we had them deal with her hernia. So once again, vaccinated, sterilised, good to go. Another homebody. It's really rare, to be honest with you, to find March and Ginger out here on the Catio. So they must have wanted to come out for a little bit of fresh air. 2 beautiful cats, Ginger and March. Aren't you? And as you can see from this video, both super friendly, both super cuddly, both really like a stroke. Yeah, these 2 are just fantastic little cats, aren't you? Look at you, just fantastic little cats. They're both looking for forever homes, for someone to spend a lot of time with them, showering them with love. Hey. Hey. Okay. So now you've met Ginger and March. Once again, I always say this, but it's very important. If you know somebody who loves cats, wants to adopt cats in Indonesia, basically, we're quite happy to get in touch with us, and we'll get in touch with them. Just leave a comment down below, and I'll try to get back to you, and we'll arrange a time where we can talk or we can meet, and you can come around and meet all the cats. That's really important. And again, if you know people who love cats, please share this video. We need to get these guys out there, get them recognized, and hopefully they can find their forever homes. Okay, well, that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed meeting March, who's now attacking the camera, and Ginger, and I will speak to you later. Okay, bye bye for now.